Hello apples and cherries and welcome to your day one of English for this week. This week we are focusing on a story design. Okay, so as I said, this week we are focusing on a story design. The aim of this unit of learning is to be able to use your imagination to invent a superhero, a villain, and a setting that will then be used as inspiration for you to write your own superhero story next week. So the overall learning objective is to explore different features of characters and settings. So just to have a little look at the layout of the week, it's a bit different to what it has been. Today is Monday, so I'm just going to draw here. So today, this video will introduce the topic and we'll have a little task at the end. I will also, at the end of this video, give you some information on tomorrow's follow-up task. So there will be a task that follows on from today, which you can watch this video again tomorrow to see what you have to do. Then on Wednesday, there will be a different video which will explain the next part of learning for this week and have another task on it. At the end of that video, there will be a follow-on task for the Thursday, which on Thursday you can watch the video again to find out what you need to do. And then on Friday, there will be a video to summarise the week's work, to go through what we've done, and have a little task at the end to end the week. Okay, so let's have a look at our learning objective for today and our success criteria. So today's learning objective is to explore different features of characters. And to be successful, you will be able to think of examples of superheroes. Some of you will be able to design your own superhero and name them. And some of you may even then be able to create a superpower for your superhero. So last week, we read the story Super Worm, and he was the superhero of the story. He had some special powers that made him so fantastic. One of them was that he was super long. And the other one was that he was super strong. These superpowers meant that Superworm could do lots of different things to help different people. And that's what we are thinking about when we're thinking about our superhero this week. Superworm used his powers of being super long and super strong to save the other animals in the field. So he became a nice long string when someone fell down a wall. He was also very helpful and kind because he became a skipping rope for animals that were a bit bored when they were out in the sunshine. So Superworm used his superpowers for good. There are some other superheroes that you can think of, and I've got some examples here. And we need to have a little think in our heads, what makes these superheroes so super special? So we've got Superman, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Captain Marvel. So over here we've got Superman. Superman has some superpowers, which means he can run really, really fast. He can also fly, and he's super duper strong. And he does this to save people who might be in trouble. So if there was someone falling out of a plane, he'd be able to fly and catch them. Then we've got Hulk here. Now he is a superhero. He is a bit grumpy and he started off not being very kind. But when he was in the Avengers, he worked hard to help people out. So the Hulk is very, very strong. And he can be used to break things down, to carry heavy objects. So that's what he uses his superpowers for. Then we've got Spider-Man. So the obvious superpower that Spider-Man has is that he can shoot webs out from his hands or from his wrists. Spider-Man can use this to swing. He's very good at gymnastics. He's very flexible and he's also very strong. And he listens to the radio and finds out where the problems are in his town, and he goes and helps those people. He's very kind. And then over here we've got Captain Marvel, and she's very, very powerful. She can fly and she goes to different planets and helps out different people. And she also has an amazing superpower where she can shoot things out from her hands, and she helps people she shields them from getting hurt. So these are the superheroes and their superpowers. Okay then, so your task today is to have a little think about what you would want your superhero to be like. Here is a picture of what the document will look like that you'll be working on. Okay, and I'm going to go through this couple of different things that you're going to do today. At the end of today, please keep this piece of paper because you will add to it tomorrow. So the first thing that you need to do is really exciting. You need to design your own superhero. So I'm going to design my superhero. I'm going to give my superhero some yellow hair or some blonde hair, like this. And I would probably do some eyes. Now, I only have the option of red on my PowerPoint, so you would probably want to do it in different colours. And I'm going to put a smile on there. If I had more options on my video PowerPoint, I would probably colour it all in. But the one thing that I really want to make sure I've got on my superhero today is my logo. My logo is going to be 2 cherries, because she is going to have a special power to do with cherries. So I obviously think that this is a very funny looking superhero, and your superhero is going to look fantastic. Take some time, think about what you want their logo to look like, think about what you want them to have their hair like, what colour their cape will be. It will be fantastic, I'm sure. Once you've designed your superhero, you then need to name your superhero. And this is why it was really important that I wanted to draw on my logo for my superhero, where I drew the cherries, because my superhero is called Cherry Girl. And the reason she is called Cherry Girl is to do with her superpower. So once I've named my superhero, the next step is to write a sentence about what your superhero's superpower is. So you could just do like a caption. So rather than a whole sentence saying my superhero's power is, you can just do a caption, which like I have done. So my caption is shoots out the stones from cherries. So from her hands, she shoots out the stones that you would find inside a cherry. And then because they're flying so fast, they knock things over and they stop people from getting hurt. She also always has a cherry in her pocket, which makes people feel better. So that's my superhero. Okay, so let's just have a little think about tomorrow's task. So although there's not a video, there is some activities that you can do. So you need to keep hold of your superhero design from yesterday. And what you need to do is have a little look at the document that's labelled day 2. And then you'll be able to do that activity, and then that activity will help you to complete your superhero design. So tomorrow's activity, you are going to be thinking about the character traits of a superhero. So it says here in the little blurb, in order to be a superhero, we know that they have to have a power they can use. All good superheroes have character traits that encourage them to do good things. So you've already thought of the power that they have, but they also need to have certain traits in their character that help them to do good things and help them to be nice to other people. So what character traits would you need to be a good superhero? Write some ideas below. I have given you a couple of examples. So I've said that in order to be a good superhero, you need to be kind. And the reason you need to be kind is because you want to help people, and kind people want to help others. Also, you would need to be brave, because some of the situations that a superhero would find themselves in might be a little bit scary. So they need to be brave to overcome their fears and do the best they can to help the people in need. There's lots of other traits that you can think of, so just add them around the bubble. And once you've done that, you can now choose 4 of those character traits and add them to your superhero design. So think about the 4 character traits that you want your superhero to have and add that to your design that you did yesterday. And you can pop it anywhere on the page where it fits. Okay. So that's the end of the video today. You've got a task to do and then a task tomorrow, and there will be a video ready for you on Wednesday.